Hello, I am your guide on this journey to happiness. Today we delve into a topic that holds profound relevance in our pursuit of contentment. The 7 things we need to let go of to embrace joy. Happiness is a universal quest, an emotional state we all aspire to reach. However, sometimes we unknowingly hold on to certain habits and behaviors that hinder our path to bliss. In this video, we will explore these 7 hindrances that might be standing between you and your happiness. Letting go of these might not be the easiest task, but I assure you, the rewards are immense and long-lasting. We're about to embark on a transformative journey that challenges the way we perceive ourselves and our surroundings, breaking free from the chains that prevent us from living our happiest lives. So, without further ado, let's dive into the first thing you need to let go of to find happiness. Firstly, and perhaps most importantly, let go of the past. Holding on to past events, be they failures, mistakes, or regrets, can cast a long shadow over our present and future. It's like trying to drive forward while constantly looking in the rear-view mirror. Sure, you need to glance back occasionally, but your main focus should be on the road ahead. Because the truth is, you can't change what's already happened. However, you can learn from it, grow from it, and use it to shape a better future. This doesn't mean forgetting or ignoring the past. It simply means not letting it control your present and dictate your future. Instead, try to focus on the here and now. Embrace the present moment and look forward to what's coming next. Remember, the past is a place of reference, not residence. Next on our list is perfectionism. Now, we've all heard the saying, nobody's perfect. But for those stuck in the trap of perfectionism, this can be a hard pill to swallow. Perfectionism is a double-edged sword. On one side, it can motivate us to perform at a high level and deliver quality work. On the other, it can cause significant stress and dissatisfaction. When we're constantly striving for perfection, we set ourselves up for failure and disappointment because, let's face it, perfection is an unrealistic goal. It's crucial to learn to embrace imperfections, not only in ourselves but also in others. Understand that it's our imperfections that make us unique, that make us human. And remember, making mistakes is not a sign of weakness, but an opportunity for growth and learning. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. Thirdly, let go of the need to control everything. It's an easy trap to fall into, believing that if we just manage every detail, we can avoid discomfort, disappointment, or surprise. But here's a truth that's both liberating and a little scary. Not everything is within our control. The weather, the traffic, other people's actions, the economy, these are all out of our hands. But what we can control is our reactions, our attitudes, our decisions. Instead of exhausting ourselves trying to manipulate circumstances, let's focus our energy on shaping our responses. Let's cultivate resilience, adaptability, and the courage to face whatever comes our way. Because when we accept that we can't control everything, we free ourselves from constant worry and stress. We give ourselves permission to breathe, to be present, and to experience life as it unfolds. By letting go of control, you open up to happiness. The fourth thing to let go of is negative thoughts. Picture your mind as a garden, where each thought is a seed. Negative thoughts are like weeds that can overrun your beautiful garden if not managed. They have the power to erode your happiness, foster anxiety, and breed discontent. The good news is, just as a gardener has control over which plants to nurture, you have control over which thoughts to entertain. This is where the power of positive thinking comes in. It's not about ignoring reality or glossing over problems. It's about choosing a hopeful and optimistic perspective. Consider practicing positivity. Start your day by setting a positive intention, express gratitude for the good things in your life, and replace negative self-talk with affirmations. It may feel awkward at first, but with consistency, it becomes second nature. Replace negative thoughts with positive ones, and you'll start having positive results. Fifth on our list is the need to please others. This is a tricky one, isn't it? We're social creatures after all, and it's in our nature to seek acceptance. But here's a secret. True acceptance starts with self-love and self-acceptance. When you're constantly striving to gain approval from others, you're not living your life. You're living a version of life that you think others will approve of. It's exhausting, isn't it? And it's not fair to you. Here's what you need to do. Start by accepting yourself, just as you are. Embrace your strengths, acknowledge your weaknesses, and know that both are part of what makes you uniquely you. Prioritize your own happiness. Do things because they bring you joy, not because they'll earn you a nod of approval from someone else. Remember, you don't need anyone's approval but your own. Next, let go of your fears. Fears, those invisible barriers that often hold us back from reaching our full potential and achieving the happiness we so crave. They can be as small as a spider in the corner of the room, or as big as the fear of failure or rejection. But remember, fear is not reality, it's a product of our mind, an illusion that we often mistake for truth. Fears have a sneaky way of creeping into our lives, nesting in our hearts, and barricading our path to happiness. They whisper in our ears of potential failures and rejection. They hold us back from trying new things, from taking risks, from living life to the fullest. But let me tell you a secret. Fear is just a feeling. It's not a prophecy. It's not a verdict. It's not the end of the world. Facing your fears is not about becoming fearless. It's about understanding your fears, acknowledging them, and then taking steps to overcome them. It's about knowing that it's okay to feel scared, but it's not okay to let that fear control your life. Consider fear as a signal, a beacon that points towards the areas in your life that need attention and growth. It's an invitation to step out of your comfort zone, to challenge yourself, to grow. When you face your fears, you're not just overcoming them, you're empowering yourself, you're embracing change, you're stepping into a world of endless possibilities. So, start small. Take one fear at a time. Acknowledge it, understand it, challenge it, and then conquer it. Remember, every small victory over your fears adds up, building your confidence, strengthening your courage, and inching you closer to your happiness. As you embark on this journey of facing your fears, remember it's okay to stumble, it's okay to fall, but it's not okay to give up. Stand tall, dust off the fear, and keep moving forward. After all, as the old saying goes, fear is only as deep as the mind allows. Lastly, let go of complaining. It's a habit that's easy to fall into, but it's a trap. You see, complaining doesn't solve problems, it just amplifies them. It's like a magnifying glass for every little inconvenience and frustration in life. And the more you complain, the bigger these issues seem to get. Every time we complain, we're essentially telling ourselves, something is wrong and I don't like it. That's a pretty negative message to be repeating, don't you think? This negativity can seep into every aspect of our lives, tainting our mood, our relationships, and yes, our overall happiness. But here's the thing. Life isn't perfect. It's full of ups and downs, twists and turns. There's always going to be something we could complain about, but if we're always focusing on the negative, we're missing out on all the positive. So, how do we break the cycle? The answer is gratitude. It's the antidote to complaining. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, start looking for what's right. Instead of dwelling on what you don't have, appreciate what you do have. Instead of getting upset over what you can't control, be thankful for what you can control. Gratitude is powerful. It shifts our perspective, turning what we have into enough and more. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean ignoring your problems. It just means choosing to focus on your blessings rather than your burdens. It means choosing to see the good in life, even when life isn't always good. So the next time you feel like complaining, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Think about something you're grateful for. Then let that gratitude fill you up, pushing out the negativity and making room for positivity. Remember, complaining won't change the outcome, but a positive attitude will. So, there we have it. The 7 things to let go of in order to be happy. To recap, we've explored the importance of not dwelling on the past, but rather focusing on the present and future. We've talked about the pitfalls of perfectionism and the liberation found in accepting our imperfections. We've discussed the illusion of control and how realizing we can't control everything can lead to peace. We've tackled the power of positive thinking and the drawbacks of negativity. We've underlined the futility of trying to please everyone and highlighted the importance of self-love. We've addressed the obstacles that fear can present and the freedom that comes with conquering them. Lastly, we've delved into the destructive nature of constant complaining and the benefits of gratitude. Each of these are steps on the path to happiness. Remember, happiness is a journey, not a destination. Start your journey today by letting go of these 7 things.